Hello and welcome back to my model railroad. I know it's been a while since I've posted a video. Moved in the last couple of months, so that's why it's haven't done a whole lot of work. So it looks pretty similar to my last video, but just wanted to highlight real quick the work that I did do, and maybe it'll help somebody else along the way. I finally built my little rail yard over here. Don't have too many cars yet to put on them, but got my last two switch tracks over there and over here, not wired up yet, but they're at least functional. And then what I did do is I bought some rail joiner, powered rail joiners for these last two sidings here, so that way I can control both a train just coming down this siding and then this siding separately. Little word of note to anybody still doing DC wiring, you have to remember to put in your plastic rail joiners. You can see them here and here. When I went to go put in the rail joiners, I had to be very careful. This rail here, the rail joiners for these Bachmann Easy Tracker seem to be tack welded or tack brazed in place, and I really had to fight with it with a pair of needle nose pliers to get that rail joiner off. And if you have to be careful, because if this whole rail slides out of place, the little weld underneath, or tack weld underneath, to keep the power between this rail and this rail will actually come loose, and then you'll have a whole dead rail, and so this whole rail will just be completely dead. And that actually did happen to me on one of these. I can't remember if it was down here or up there. I don't remember whether or not I mentioned it in one of my older videos, but just beware that when you if you do start ripping out the factory installed rail joiners, you may have that problem. What I did is I just bunched up a little piece of solder and just kind of wedged it up on the underside of the where the connection terminal spreaders are underneath the switch track there. So it's a little disconcerting sometimes, but for the most part it'll work out. I still haven't wired up my last two controllers yet. My main reason for doing so was I had to go back and do a little bit more construction. I built some little shelves here for my switch track controllers, and you can see, here's little holes, that way I can run the wires finally for those ones in the back under the table instead of just having them underneath all the track. And then I have another one built here that I need to install for my controllers, because then I'll have four of these and a rather heavy transformers. And what I'd really like to do is widen this hole a little bit, run all the plugs through here, underneath the table here, and then probably wire up a surge protector in the back, so that way the entire table will just have one plug. So hopefully I'll get to enlarging this hole over the weekend, and might just do the same in the other one as well to keep them even. Other than that, the next project that I'm looking for is to finally put down my grass paper here that I've had for probably 20 years or so, with the hopes of someday building a model railroad. And I'm not too happy with it. It looks pretty fake. I know you're supposed to use the dust and a sieve and mix your different green powders together and make it look really nice, but for this railroad, since it's just a little cheap down and dirty, let's just run some trains. I think it'll probably be sufficient. So I'll see how that looks. Maybe I'll show everybody just how to install that paper. Of course, I'll be guessing along the way. I'll be reading a couple of internet articles, because I know you can just cut and glue, but I want to make sure I can smooth it out really nice and have it look scruffy enough to be realistic, but not so scruffy that it'll just rip and show the plywood underneath. About the only other part of note is, so I am by no means any type of electrician. I've never really done any electrical work, hence the still wiring up of the last two junctions that I haven't done yet. But one thing I did try to do is actually get out and get a soldering iron. For the most part, I've just been taping my wires together, which is kind of not really a professional way to do it. But so I went out and I bought a soldering iron, and I just wanted to mention this real quick. I got a combination soldering iron and wood burning kit. Now, I don't want to go on and on about all the different ways you can hobbies that you can do with wood burning, but I tried it out. I made something like this little wishing well here, and it was kind of fun, so I figured I'd just mention it. What I was able to do to to transfer the image was just print out an image and then trace over it with a pencil and make a little indent in the wood and then just trace it over with my wood burner. And I mean, you know, it's kind of hard to draw a straight line with a wood burner, but you know, little squiggles make everything look rustic. And like I said, just another fun little hobby. You know, I don't know if wood burning would actually be somehow involved with the model railroading. I haven't figured that out yet. Maybe I could maybe assign for a shop or something. But anyway, like I said, just wanted to do a quick video. You know, holidays are coming up, so I might not get to work on the trains for a while, but just wanted to update everybody and, you know, wish you all the best of luck with your railroads. All right, until next time, thanks for watching.